So, week one is in the books. The Philadelphia Eagles sit atop the NFC East. Meanwhile, every other team in the division sits in the loss column. Nick Sirianni was very impressive in his debut as Eagles coach. Jalen Hurts showed up and showed out for the naysayers. And how about his connection to Devonte Smith? There is so much to get into. It is Victory Monday. I'm pumped. Let's talk about it.
Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome on into Philly Take with RB, where we constantly talk Philadelphia sports. You know what to do. Drop a like on the video if you're pumped like I am. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And hit the notification bell so you get all the noties. Be sure to check out the merch store and consider becoming a channel member as well. All links and information down below in the description. You know how we have to start this one off. Drop it in the chat for a 1-0.
Yes, sir.
You already know, man. I am pumped up. It was a great Sunday. Mondays are 10 times better when the Philadelphia Eagles win, and they're 25 times better when the rest of the division loses. It is sweet. I'm sitting over here, honestly, my heart is melting, okay? Because yesterday I'm enjoying my day. The Eagles get a W, and not only that, but I'm watching these New York Giants. I tried to warn you guys in the preview stream, okay? The New York Giants and Daniel Jones stink, okay? I know Eli Manning's stepson when I see one, and that is Daniel Jones. He stinks. And it's funny because, you know, I tweeted after that game, the New York Giants don't have a quarterback. The Washington football team doesn't have a name or a quarterback. The Dallas Cowboys don't have a defense. You know, all these Cowboys fans could talk about the 4 turnovers. 2 of them were right in receivers' hands, and they popped right out. So I don't want to hear it. The Cowboys don't have a defense, and the Philadelphia Eagles don't have a loss after week 1. You know, I am pumped. It's just truly incredible, and especially for those stinking Giants fans that were talking the most smack on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were probably the people to put bets down on the Falcons winning because, you know, now they're the same people saying, oh, well, the Falcons were trash. I'll be honest, I'm not going to overhype this too much. The Falcons did stink. But, you know, Matt Ryan is a former MVP. They have great weapons on the wideout, and the Philadelphia Eagles came in, and they didn't just beat the Atlanta Falcons on the road, a team that's been scrappy with them before in previous games. They didn't just beat the Atlanta Falcons. They beat them down 32-6, manhandled them, made Matt Ryan look scared for his life. Okay, and these same Giants fans talking, and the ones that probably took the favorites on the bets and took the spread -3.5 for the Falcons, are the same people upset that they lost to the Denver Broncos. Okay, I know the Denver Broncos had a great game, and I'm not going to take anything away from Teddy MVP Bridgewater, okay? But the Broncos are going to level out. They're not a good team, and they absolutely stomped the New York Giants. I'm so happy. Speaking of bets, though, let's hear a word from our sponsor, BetQL. Do you want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? Well, if so, BetQL is the perfect app for you. Their best bet model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you a best bet recommendation across all major sports for every single game. They even give you news, injury updates, any other information that you need to succeed on your bets in real time. I've been using BetQL. They helped me cash in on a lot of bets, even a parlay this weekend. I'm loving BetQL. Their sharp analytics, how much they go into detail, has already taken my sports betting to another level. So if you want to become a better sports bettor and you want to see, you know, your money increasing when it comes to sports betting, you need to download BetQL. Go to the App Store or Google Play Store right now, or you can even click the link down in the description and use promo code RB for 25% off at any purchase. You know, any subscription offering, any purchase, use promo code RB, 25% off. Be sure to check out the special BetMGM offer as well in the description to receive a free year of BetQL. Again, you can find all this information down below. BetQL is the perfect app. Let it help you with your sports betting. And thank you to them for sponsoring this content. All right, so the Philadelphia Eagles, man, so impressive. And, you know, I just want to start off with my favorite part of yesterday, and that is this video clip right here. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is beautiful. The culture has changed. The culture has changed. Like, look at this. Quarterback, head coach, they're having fun. They have their own handshake. It was beautiful, man. That was special, and that's after a touchdown. It was beautiful. Here's Jalen Hurts' stat line from yesterday. This kid was impressive. 264 yards, 27 for 35, 62 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns, 126.4 quarterback rating. And how about this from Ruben Frank, who does a great job? Jalen Hurts' passer rating was the highest by an Eagles quarterback since Nick Foles, 141.4 in the 2017 NFC Championship game. And it's also the highest by an Eagles quarterback on the road since Foles, 149.3 in the win at Lambeau in 2013. This kid, Jalen Hurts, was impressive, man. He came out and he balled. And this is my favorite picture right here. How about this connection? Yeah, I tweeted out after that touchdown. I was screaming. I was running around so hype because, that was a perfect. How about the creativity of that as well? We'll talk about Nick Sirianni, but the little pick play from Zach Ertz, Devontae wide open, Jalen Hurts lays it in there perfectly, and it was just a beautiful start to a season. This Philadelphia Eagles team, it had been a long time since I've seen this team this prepared to come out in a football game. We used to, the last year or two, we used to start so slow, we couldn't score in the first quarter, even if it was a bad team. We could not score we could barely score in the first half, let alone rack up any yards on offense, and we just absolutely blew the Falcons away. Hurts was 4 for 4 with 41 yards and a touchdown on the first drive. And Hurts to Smith, that is something that we are going to hear, ladies and gentlemen, for a long time in Philadelphia on Sundays. It's absolutely beautiful. They already have the connection. And how about this? Nick Sirianni has as many road wins already by at least 26 points as Doug Peterson had during his entire tenure as the head coach of the Eagles. So Nick Sirianni, a big win on the road. You can only play who's in front of you, and I do get we're going to face better teams. There were some mistakes that we definitely have to clean up, but overall, as a first kind of trademark game here to start off the tenure, I thought it was beautiful, man. I thought it was great. Jalen Hurts, man, this kid played with poise. He spoke with poise after the game. To me, he was so calm. He was stable. And, he was so calm, cool, and collected. There was nothing bothering this guy. He was making throws on the run. He was shutting up the haters, okay? Jalen Hurts, and this is why I've been saying, I've been a person to say that when it comes to Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, I'm not going to say one way or the other until we see it in action and see them together. And, Jalen Hurts came out, and these are some of the flashes that I saw at the end of last season, and I didn't understand why everybody was throwing this guy out right away because I saw it. I see the leadership, and when you have a young core of Jalen Hurts, who's 23, and you have DeVonta Smith, who's 22, and Miles Sanders. By the way, Miles Sanders, 24 years old. I'm going to be putting out a piece tomorrow about Miles. Don't think I forgot about Miles. You know how big I have been on him. He absolutely showed up and balled when utilized correctly like he was yesterday. And Quez Watkins, 23. We just have a great young core. Goddard, 26. So, honestly, man, this was really impressive. And Jalen Hurts just came out. I thought his reads were great. There were a couple times he left the pocket early, a couple underthrows, but for the most part, he just looked really solid. And for a young guy, and speaking after the game, he's just so, you can see he believes. He has confidence, and he is a dog. Like he says, rent is due. Hurts was so impressive in his first game. Now, there's going to be other games he struggles this year. I get that. And they will come. But for a young guy, man, this was a beautiful game to start, especially with a new head coach. And how about his connection, like I said, to Devonte Smith? Guys, I know a wide receiver one when I see them. It's been so long since we've had a guy like this, and that's why I have been so excited. I wanted to draft him from the time we traded up, my draft reaction, and to now. I mean, we've been waiting for a guy like Devonte here in Philly. Sure hands, great route running, and please tell me, it just felt so natural. Like, did you feel that as well? I'm not going to take anything away from Jalen Reagor. He had a great game, and it was really good to see that. But, him and Whiteside and all these other guys the last couple years, it would take so long for our top pick wide receivers to even get a few catches. Devonte Smith came out yesterday. He had 71 yards, 6 catches, and a touchdown in his first game. You could just feel it was natural, and he is our top dog. He has the connection with Jalen Hurts. There was one point in the second or third quarter, Hurts went to him 4 or 5 times in a row. You just felt that camaraderie right there. And he's, that, like I said, that's going to be a connection for a long time. It was absolutely beautiful. And I've been waiting for a long time to see a guy like Devonta. I have a feeling he's going to shatter that rookie record if he stays healthy of Djax. But, man, he was great. And then lastly, Nick Sirianni, listening to this guy speak. I listened to his press conference just a few minutes before I did this, and I listened to him last night. Every time this guy talks, he gets me pumped up. He gets me fired up. And again, he could end up being a really good head coach. He could end up being a bad head coach. I haven't seen enough yet. I want to wait and before I assess that. But as a person, this guy brings everything you want. He gets you fired up. He's talking about connections. He's talking about guys really building relationships and just how special moments are. And we heard about him getting emotional. We heard BG in his press conference talk about how Nick is as real as he seems. This is him. There's nothing else to it. And he's been the same guy since he got here. Like, those are things I love to hear. And I just think he's embracing this role right now. And in terms of like a football X and O standpoint, there was so much creativity. There was so much movement, motion. There was just, a lot of misguiding that defense. And it's great when you have a dual threat quarterback like Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders and this speed on the outside. But Nick Sirianni, he had these boys ready to go. And that's why I'm saying we didn't just beat the Falcons. We beat them down. And that's a credit to Nick Sirianni and the coaching staff because they had these boys ready to play. I love his personality. He's the type of coach, I've said this in the offseason, he's the type of coach when I listen to him speak, I want to play for that guy. I want to run through a wall for that guy. And I think the players feel the same way. It was a flawless day for the Philadelphia Eagles, and every other team lost. It was beautiful, man. And they're going to keep sleeping on us, but I'm not going to change my record prediction yet or make of anything different. But at the end of the day, this team could surprise people, and I've said that as well. I had us at 7 wins. I'm not going to change anything yet, but let me tell you, we got San Fran coming to Philly. If we were to win that game, things get very interesting. I might start to change my perspective a bit. So I'm excited to see what happens going forward. But with that being said, let me know all your thoughts down below about Jalen, Nick, Devontae, everything. Give me all your full extended thoughts. What do you think about this team moving forward? Do you think we can get the dub next week? Let me know down below. Again, thank you to BetQL for sponsoring this content, the best app you need to beat your sportsbook today. They will take your sports betting to another level. So shout out to them, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like always, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.